everyone, and welcome back to another Storytime video. Today, I am going to talk about my last day of college. Now, technically, I'll be talking about two different days. And the reason for that is that on the last day of what my college had trimesters, my teacher would always grade the last of what he needed to grade from all of us in the class. And so we could basically do what we wanted. So I was allowed to basically do whatever I wanted within reason on the last day of school. And in terms of the last substantive day, my second to last day in the class's third to last day, I basically cleared off a whole bunch of stuff on the computer that I've been using all throughout my time in school, and there was a vacant computer next to me that a student coming in after me was also going to use. So I basically cleaned off two computers and finished off any other assignments that I had, because on the second to last day of school, I had a job interview for, coincidentally, the job that I have today. So yeah, I got excused for the second to last day of school because, thankfully my teacher is fully on board with us doing what we can to get a job. I mean, he has said that part of his goal to be a teacher is, or at least at that level, is to help us get jobs. And so, yes, I did get excused for the second to last day of school so that I could have that interview that I eventually got that job, coincidentally. What I did miss out on, though, is we typically would go out to eat as a class at the end of each trimester, and the class had planned to go out to eat that second to last day. And so I missed out on that, but I don't mind. I mean, I got the job that I have today that I interviewed for that day, like I said, so I don't mind that one bit. And also, so on the last day, the official last day, I brought my computer into class, and I played the last level of Resident Evil 4, the original, because the remake hadn't even come out yet. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious, but somebody's going to be like, oh, but was the remake out? No, it wasn't out yet. I mean, yeah, so the original. And yeah, I beat the final level of that, and I was thinking that I was going to play some Halo 3 co-op with one of my classmates, but he instead decided to play this game, Doom, instead. And I played, after RE4, what did I play? I think I played, I think I might have played a little bit of Daggerfall, actually. Yeah, I tried to get Daggerfall to work, but the Steam version just, yeah, so I tried to get Daggerfall to work. I think, yes, I did play some Doom Eternal myself, though. But, yeah, so college was great. I there's times where I miss it, but I don't miss it as much as some other people miss school. Even though I really loved school, because I realized that I would be in a situation where I would miss it, so I should really enjoy it while I was in school. So, while you have something like school that you're in, even though you might hate it now, you might miss it later on. And but the thing is that if you really appreciate it while you're in it, you don't really miss it as much as you think you would. Because you were able to appreciate it while you were there instead of not. Because I think when you miss something, I think that's basically retroactively appreciating that you were there. But yeah, I still talk to some of my classmates, and I talk to my teacher somewhat, or my former teacher somewhat regularly. Uh, I called him on the phone, and I had like a 45-minute phone call with him a couple weeks ago. So I so yeah, I have a good relationship with my teacher still to this day, and so yeah, that was my last day of school. I know that some other people's last days of school are coming up because it is May 12th. So, but if you're about to graduate, and I did this when I was about to graduate high school as well, please just if you haven't done it already, at some point when you're walking around the school in the halls, like maybe going to your next class, just stop for a second and look around. Stop to smell the roses, because you might not get another opportunity to do that. And so I would recommend you take advantage of it while you have it. I know I tried to. Yeah, that my last day of college was on a Thursday. Dude, that Monday and Tuesday, which I didn't go in that Wednesday because of the interview, but that Monday and Tuesday, I almost felt like I was in the Twilight Zone, where it's like I know that I'm done, like kind of sort of already done, but I'm still it just it was a bizarre but weird and bittersweet feeling to me. But yeah, just stop and smell the roses, man, if you haven't already. Because even if it's less than a week away, when it's your last day of school, uh, then it's gonna come fast. It always comes fast. I think I mentioned that when I graduated, or in the storytime video of where I talked about graduating high school, but it comes up really quickly, and it'll be here before you know it. Even senior year, much less 2 or 3 weeks away. I mean, those 2 or 3 weeks before I graduated high school were basically a blur to me. And those last 2 or 3 weeks of college were not quite as big a blur because I was working on projects, trying to finish whatever I needed to do, more so than high school. You know, they don't. I I I did mention this in my last day of high school, but I had such a good grade in my math class that I didn't have to participate in a final on my last day. I didn't. So uh, I guess that's why it just feels like I had more to do right before I graduated college than high school. Plus, you know, college is a little more difficult than high school. Newsflash. But yeah, so that was my last day of college, and any advice that I have for you guys about just anything, really. And see us, guys. I do believe that that will do it for this storytime video. And until the next storytime video, I will see you all later. Goodbye, guys! Thank you all for watching, and